Welcome to Divorce Talk with Nicola Beer, a show dedicated to creating change and emotional healing for executives, professionals, and expats in the various stages of marriage breakdown and divorce. Discover insightful strategies to better manage your personal affairs and learn secrets to creating more happiness, love, and success in your life today.
Hi and welcome, this is Nicola Beer and I'm going to be talking to you today about a really interesting principle, and that is about having shared meaning. So let me ask you a question. What is your reason for being together? Do you have a purpose for sharing life with one another? Gottman, in his book that has sold over 1 million copies worldwide, The 7 Principles for Making a Marriage Work, states that in order to have a successful marriage, we must create a shared meaning. I found this extremely useful in bringing couples closer together, and so I really wanted to share this principle with you. So Gottman argues that marriage isn't just about raising kids, splitting chores, and making love. It can also have a spiritual dimension that has to do with creating an inner life together, a culture rich with rituals, and an appreciation for your roles and goals that link you and that lead you to understand what it means to be part of the family that you have become. When I work with couples, separately I ask them, what is their vision for their future? What shared goals do they have? What dreams do they plan to support each other achieve? Creating shared meaning increases togetherness that can reduce conflict and help solve problems. Even if you're not in a relationship right now, it helps to be clear on your values, your vision, your expectations, and your rituals of connection for when you are in relationship and when you're considering potential partners. Because the more aware you are of what matters to you most, the more likely you will be able to attract the right match, and the quicker you'll be able to filter out those that don't make you happy long term. If you'd like to find out more about my relationship programs or my dating programs, then please visit my website, which is www.purepeacecoaching.com, and you'll also find a free ebook there on the 7 secrets to saving your marriage, and plenty of other podcast episodes. So, what makes up the shared meaning? Well, there's 5 elements to this. So number 1 is rituals of connection. How do you connect with each other? Have you developed your own family rituals? Is it a special meal on the weekend? Some couples I work with, they have a Saturday night takeaway. Others, it's a family Sunday roast. What makes you and your family rituals unique? Do you celebrate religious holidays in a certain way and festivities? And what's passed on from generation to generation? And how about lovemaking? Many couples find it works best when they have an intimate ritual to look forward to. And people say, well, no, I think it should be spontaneous. Well, they forget that often when we start dating someone, we plan for it. We know the night that we're going to meet them. We get ready. Men will have a haircut, have a shower, spray some aftershave. Women will shave their leg, get a nice outfit, prepare. And so actually having a ritual can be very supportive to many couples that I work with. And do you decide on a day that's a family day? Here in the Middle East, many people, expats and locals, will always say, well, Friday is a family day. And other people, they will say, well, Thursday night is date night. So do you have any rituals like this that give you that shared sense of meaning? Number 2 is support for each other's roles. When couples come to me, a lot of the problems stem from the fallout of what they think their partner should be doing versus what they're actually doing. I often hear, as a husband, he should be doing this. He should be fixing that. He should be paying for this. He should be giving me this. Similarly, I hear it the other way around too. A wife should respect her husband, cook and clean, stay in more, be happy with what she's given, contribute to the finances and have a job. And it's different depending on different people. The happiest couples, according to Gottman, agree on the roles they define for themselves and support each other with them. For example, Ahmed and Rana decided his role was to provide and protect, and her role was to nurture and that worked really well. Tim and Karen, on the other hand, believe that both have to contribute equally to the finances, to the home, and to childcare. Sharad and Rima agreed that Rana's role is to care for both sets of parents, while Sharad provides financially for them all. Because they have a similar outlook on their roles within these couples, it worked well. If Ahmed was married to Karen, then there would be enormous fireworks because he would expect her to look after the family and nurture, whereas she wants to contribute financially, she wants to work, and she wants her man to share that with her. Similarly, if Sharad was married to Karen, there would be some fallout because he would want her to look after the extended family. So, as you can see, it's not about what the expectations are, it's about whether they match each other. And this is where the problems occur. Often I see time and time again marriages in difficulty because people have different views for what they expect out of each other. And when their expectations aren't being met, they can feel frustrated, they can feel angry, and sometimes this can be about unmet dreams. So it's about exploring that. So having similar views on parenting also adds to the shared meaning. So does the views on the interaction you have with your parents, your siblings and cousins. Some cultures and some individuals believe that their parents will always be part of their family and their parents live with the family and they are part of the family in the actual nuclear unit. For other people, no, that's not the case, and there needs to be some distance. The parents can be around, but they're not there on a daily basis, or they're not having too much influence. And so these have to be agreed upon. Otherwise, this can cause a great deal of tension. Lastly, there's also the work shared meaning. Now, some couples, they really value work and they're happy and encourage each other to work as much as possible. And in other relationships, they can feel that, work is just work and that we don't work evenings, we don't work overtime, we don't go to work socials unless we're both together. The weekends are our time. Friday night, Saturday night, you're mine, for example. That's what some couples and relationships are built on. And when there's a disconnect, it can really fall out. I have couples that come to me and where one is jealous and saying, well, that they're working so much, and they're jealous of the work. And so it's about understanding that there needs to be some alignment or acceptance, and these expectations need to be communicated to be really happy and fulfilled. To the extent to which you feel similar about these issues, the stronger your marriage and connection. Now, that doesn't mean you have to agree on everything, because that would just be ridiculous. You'd be marrying a clone of you. But it's just understanding that the closer you are to living out your expectations, the happier and the more fulfilled you'll be. And if you're struggling in this area, you have two choices. Number one, start creating change to meet your unmet expectations and ask your partner for support to meet your expectations. Or two, let go of your expectations and loosen the grip of the way you think things should be. 3 is shared goals. Part of what creates a meaningful life are the goals that we strive to achieve. Many, myself included, wouldn't be where we are today without setting goals and going for it. Without a direction, we become aimless, lifeless even. Just imagine a ship that has nowhere to go, no route, no direction. It will just go round and round in circles. It would get nowhere. It will just be carried by the wave without a direction to follow. And marriages are the same. The goal of a relationship is not to get married and then that's it. It's about continually growing, continually having a shared meaning, shared goals of things that you want to experience together. We need positive goals for our shared time. Many times we haven't even talked about our deepest desires. Or sometimes we haven't even stopped and asked ourselves, what do I want for my life? What do I want for the next 5 years? For the next year? What do I want to experience? Only when we start to explore and define our shared goals will we increase intimacy, meaning and purpose. When united by a goal, we can let our differences go more easily, and this is why it's really important. So I encourage you now to go and set some goals. Shared values. Number 4. What do you value most about being part of the family that you belong to? What family stories do you consider of pride? What does it mean to you to be at home? What activities or objects symbolise to you a meaningful and well-lived life? For some people that's material items. For other people that's holidays and experiences. For some people that's children and grandchildren. What objects or symbols show who you are in the world? Shared vision. After we have completed resolving differences and marriage strengthening in my Relationship Revitalizer program, I ask couples to discuss all of the above and all what I've mentioned over a romantic dinner and come back to me in one statement with what their shared goal and agreed meaning is. And here are some of their examples. To heal and have a peaceful existence. To create a family filled with love and laughter. To enjoy life to the max. Travel, explore, adventure and excitement. To step into the parents' footsteps and care for the whole family and make sure the family business is run well. To give our children the best education and watch them flourish together. To have our dream home on the beach and retire early in luxury. To live God's mission together, wherever that may lead us. To set up our own business and leave a legacy. These are what it means to develop a shared meaning. Happy couples create a family culture that includes both of their dreams. In being open to each other's perspectives and opinions, it brings happy couples naturally together. So I really hope you enjoyed listening to this today. And one thing I ask you to do is just think about, what is your shared meaning? What goals do you have? What expectations of your roles do you have? Are these being met? And if you don't have a shared meaning, then really go ahead and create one. If you'd like more free resources, then don't forget to check out my website where I've got free ebooks. For example, the 7 Secrets to Saving Your Marriage. And you can also contact me with any questions or any topics that you'd love me to talk about. And that's at www.purepeacecoaching.com. From my heart to yours, have an amazing week ahead.
Thank you for listening to Divorce Talk with Nicola Beer. If you have enjoyed the program, please leave a rating and review on iTunes so more people dealing with marriage breakdown and divorce get the support they need. If you want more great free resources, such as secrets to a happier relationship, moving on fast after divorce, or tips on parenting through divorce, be sure to visit www.purepeacecoaching.com today.